name is Lori Davis and my address is 936 Northgate Avenue in Waynesboro. Tonight my topic is safety. I am the mother of two children who previously attended Westwood Hills Elementary, and I am a certified pre-K through 6 teacher of 14 years, 7 of which I spent providing instruction in Waynesboro Public Schools. On March 20th, 2019, my youngest daughter, Jillian, was assaulted by another student while attending kindergarten at Westwood Hills Elementary. She sustained a minor concussion from hitting her head on the teacher's desk when she was pushed to the ground. She also had abdominal bruising from the multiple kicks she received while she was on the classroom floor. Since the incident, Jillian has worked through periods of not sleeping independently and severe separation anxiety. Ultimately, my husband and I chose to end last school year in a local private school, and currently I am home full-time supporting both of my girls as they attend the Virginia Virtual Academy with K-12 online. As I initially stated, safety is the reason that I am here speaking with you this evening. I attended last month's school board meeting and I was encouraged to hear that WPS will be operating on a surplus budget for the 2020-2021 school year. Tonight, as we hear the superintendent's budget, I am urging each of you as our school board members and each member of this audience to search for the portions of the surplus budget that promote safety for our students and for our faculty and staff. I'm truly hopeful I will soon hear how our school division is using large portions of this money to put safety first. Let me be specific. Due to the deficit budget of 2018-2019, some school-based positions were eliminated or restructured. Dr. Castle stated at last month's meeting that many of these positions would be restored. Although it may not seem like the loss of reading specialists would impact student safety, these professionals work in classrooms on a daily basis. And as we all know, the more adult presence we can have in a classroom on a daily basis, the better supervision that we will have providing our precious children. I can also assure you that more time on academic tasks means less opportunities for unsafe behavior. In January, Dr. Castle also shared that the state's new legislature mandating a school counselor to student ratio of 1 to every 250 students. He stated that he communicated his desire for the verbiage to be changed to a mental health professional in order to obtain flexibility for hiring staff to meet the standard. As a former classroom teacher, I would like to urge this community to fight only for positions that will be full-time in school buildings and classrooms where students are present every day. For example, a BCBA, which is a board-certified behavior analyst, is a useful and important position, but it is not one which is housed in any particular school, nor does it typically include significant time serving or supervising in the classroom, outside of observing and collecting data. This type of position does not serve the same role as a 100% full-time school counselor devoted to one school in our division. A person in a BCBA role, by design, would not be available immediately on a daily basis to come to the aid of a teacher of a student when an act of violence occurs. As a product of Waynesboro Public Schools, having graduated from Waynesboro High School in 2001, I have high expectations for this division. Instead of simply adhering to the state standards in regards to safety, I want to see our schools make the choice to put safety at the top of the priority list for this upcoming school year. This is ultimately achieved by placing as many highly qualified professionals in all of our classrooms as we possibly can. And you may be asking yourself, isn't that what we're doing? In May of 2019, a report that I hope each of you have been made familiar with was released by the Virginia Department of Education containing feedback by Waynesboro's teachers, students, staff, and administration in regards to working conditions and school climate. Due to my limited time this evening, I'm unable to discuss this comprehensively, each component of the report, but I would like to discuss one particular aspect that I think is indicative of a systemic issue: the Teacher Working Conditions Survey. When asked the following 3 questions as a division, the teachers in Waynesboro responded below the region and the state average with a general somewhat agree response. Here were their questions. I'm treated with respect by students at this school. I feel safe at this school. I feel there's adequate security in this school. Again, the average response of persons working directly with our children in regards to their safety was a somewhat agree. This stirs inside me and it leaves me unsettled. I have to get personal for a minute. In my 7 years with this district, I can wholeheartedly say I gave 100% of myself to every student in each school I had the privilege to work in. Safety is a problem here in our school division, and it is a problem that requires us to be proactive and not reactive as we lose frustrated staff and precious children and their families. Let's not wait until a tragedy strikes to do what is right when we have the ability to make some changes now. Yes, our family did have a personal incident occur, but we would be foolish to think that Jillian's incident was an isolated one. This is the first time I have ever spoken publicly about what happened to my daughter in nearly a year. I have not discussed it on social media yet. I am coming to you tonight, and I am pleading with you as a citizen of this community, a former graduating student, a former employee, and most importantly, a mom. Please put this budget to work for safety for our kids. Here's what I'm asking for. Lower student to teacher ratios. More positions that are 100% staffed in the schools to address behavioral, mental health, and safety issues. More instructional aides, one-to-one aides for students with high needs, and support positions that will be present in classrooms for longer portions of the school day. Before I leave this evening, you will receive a copy of my contact information. Effective immediately, I will be gathering signatures in support of creating a Waynesboro Public Schools Safety Committee. I offer myself as help and support. I am not just here coming to you with suggestions, but I am willing to be part of this solution if you desire. Whether that be in speaking additionally to you after this evening or serving on that safety committee. I want to see Waynesboro Public Schools ensure that our students are safe. Thank you for your time this evening.